7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
He has a lot of problems.
Struggle to be top 5 in points at the end of the season.
Wow.
You bleach your hair, you're a sellout.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Supercross Show. It's your boys from the Moto Aftermath Show. The whole usual crew here. Your host here, Travis. Co-host Justin and Cole are on the phone with me. Cole is making a bunch of background noise because, let's face it, I mean, who knew we had a schedule? It's weird. But anyway, welcome back to another episode here. We are going to wrap up round 1. We're going to talk about round 2, but it's actually round 3. But they say it's round 2, but it's really round 3. No one's really sure. We're going to talk about San Diego, and yeah, we'll go from there. So before we get started, let's thank all of our sponsors here. First up, presenting sponsors for the show, Complete Racing Solutions and TLR Coatings on board with us here. Also on board with us, Holster Co, Gutter Works, Edgewood Farms, JT Cycle. What the fuck is happening over there?
What are you talking about?
Are y'all backing up a fucking big rig or what?
Just keep it rolling.
Oh my God. Holster Co, Edgewood Farms, Gutter Works, JT Cycle, Adept Creative Co, Issac Nelson Designs, all on board with us. Links in the description. Check them all out. Well, boys, we made it through the first week of fantasy here. And, I mean, outside of Cole, the rest of us are doing just fine.
Whatever. We're long season.
Hey, I'm just saying, my girlfriend beat you by 20 points, and she knows absolutely. She literally, like 5 minutes before the race, was like, what was that site we play fantasy on? Signed in, picked a team, and nailed a 222. So you should be
And David Foley's making a main this year.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm fine, dude. I'm not worried about it. We're one race in.
I don't know if David Pulley's making anything. He's pretty fucked up, apparently.
Well, that's my point.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right, well then, yeah, you're on point.
Anyway, for anybody who doesn't know, so we play Fantasy Supercross on the PulpMX Fantasy site. So if you want to join our league, it is called Moto Aftermath Show. All one word. Type it in. You'll find us. There's no password or anything. Join the league. Head on over to Instagram. Follow us, and then shoot us a DM with your team name so we know you're in there. We give away weekly prizes here, which I will get shipped out eventually once we get rolling here. So we do give out a weekly prize. I have a whole bin full of prizes from old sponsors, new sponsors, all sorts of stuff. And so we just take some stuff and we throw it in a flat rate box and we send it to you. So you never know exactly what you're going to get. But yeah, we do some giveaways like that, and then we do a giveaway at the end of the season. So first place in the league is going to get a signed Kevin Moran's jersey along with a sick #1 championship plate provided to us by our friends over at Adept Creative Co. It's super sick. I got it here somewhere. I think I put it over there. It's black and gold. It's fucking awesome. You can hang it on the wall. I'm trying to win one. I thought I was going to get it last year. Didn't quite happen. Shooting for it this year, and we're starting off good. So anyway, like I said, make sure to join our league here, and then second and third place in the league overall for the Supercross season. We'll get a prize pack with a bunch of t-shirts and stuff in it, because we're going to drop a whole bunch of new merch this year with different t-shirts, including some Patreon exclusives and things. And there's links for everything down in the description, so make sure to check all that out. So let's get into this here. Round 1, which I don't know about you boys, seems like it was forever ago since we literally did a race, then had an off week. So we basically have another Anaheim 1 here, except it's in San Diego, and it's a second or third round or something. I'm not sure. Depends who you talk to. But anyway, wrapping up Anaheim 1 here. Congratulations to J Doggy Dog with a 252 score win in the week. So J Doggy Dog, if you would like your weekly prize, make sure to shoot us a DM in Instagram there, and we will get your info from you there, and then get your prize shipped out to you here sometime. Now, moving on to us here, we'll start with first, because first is the best, and that was me. I tied for, looks like, 11th place there with a 227. And maybe if it'll work here. And here was my team. I had a Jet Lawrence with a 26. I had a Derek Kelly with a 34. I had a Dylan Walsh with a 38. And I had a Robbie Wageman with 11. I then had in the 450 class, I had AC, and we're just getting through, and we nailed down a beautiful 30-point score. Had myself a Ken Roxon, who nailed me full points at 26, a Joey Savacci with a 32, and an Aaron Plessinger at a 30. Very easy, relaxing fantasy night for me. It was awesome. Cole, who did you have?
Well, I thought I was going to have a great, easy going fantasy night. 8 was great. Had 8 right in out of the heats. Felt amazing. 50 class, Derek Kelly, 34 points. Dylan Walsh at 38. Robbie Wageman at 11 kind of broke my heart and obviously broke yours too. He was one spot out of double points, which it's kind of uncharacteristic for Robbie. He's usually a little better than that. So maybe we can blame it on the Suzuki. I don't know. And then my last guy, we all know how this night went. Austin Forkner. I was pretty high on Forkner coming into the night. And I kind of wanted to get on the other side of the Jet thing because I knew a lot of people were going to be, sucking them off like you do. So, yeah, that was my 250 team. If I would have had Jet, then we would have been pretty damn even because I had 203 altogether. 450 team, 28 with Dino Wilson. And then I had Joey Savacci at 32, Kickstart My Heart 10 at 26, and then Aaron Cowboy Plessinger, which would have got us a lot more points. However, he did, I think, crash twice. So, yeah, my team was solid, I guess, besides Fortner, but it is what it is. It's Anaheim 1. We've got quite a few more rounds left. So,
yep. All right, Justin, who'd you have for that first round there?
I had a decent night. I have no idea where I was within the league. I ended up with 220. I had Hunter Yoder at 38 points. I had Enzo Lopes at 36. I, too, had Dylan Walsh at a 38. And this is where my points ended up being a lot lower. I mean, if he would have just made the main, I had Pierce Brown. We all know that his night was even worse than Fortner's because he didn't even make it out of the heats. So had him, and kind of the same thing. I had a lot of the same guys you did and you guys did in the 450s. I had AC at 30, Joey at 32, AP at 30, and this was another one uncharacteristic of not even coming close to getting max points as an all-star. I had Marv at 16. So, if Marv would have at least just done what he normally would do and then had an all-star in the 250s, I probably, I don't know, just say 230 something, but 220 is not bad for the first round. It's a lot better than last year because I think last year I left A1 with like 180 some points. So
Yep.
I'm okay with the night.
You're much better. Now I'm going to give you guys some shocking information. J Doggy Dog there, who took the win with a 252 score, had an Austin Forkner, and he also had a Pierce Brown as an FFL. So
that's a terrible night.
Yeah.
But somehow he got 252, so all his other picks must have been just top-notch.
So
Jesus, what were his other picks?
So he had Dylan Walsh, Enzo Lopes, and Jerry Robin. So 38, 36, 32.
Dude, that's great.
450,
Makes sense.
450s, he swung for the fence. He had Justin Hill with a 32, Grant Harlan with a 46, AC, Kenny, and then, like I said, FFL, Pierce Brown, but then he had Barsha for the 450. So... yeah.
Just think if you would have picked John Short in the 450s.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm saying like John Short, like even though he got second to last, I'm pretty sure like he ended up with like 7th place points. So yeah, so he would have been even better. So that's impressive.
Yeah,
that's impressive. Good for him.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to the second race of the year, round 3 is what they're calling it because why would Feld spend money rebranding when we had a round cancel? And I don't know about you guys. I don't know what the fuck. I didn't know what to do with my hands last weekend because I'm sitting here expecting to do hours and hours of podcasting and racing to watch and qualifying and everything else that we have to do on a weekend. And I fucking had nothing. I was just I did a bunch of work in the shop. That was great. And that worked out. But I mean, I was just lost. I was like, man, I don't.
I was too. I don't even know what I did Saturday night from work.
It was weird. So.
Oh no, I went down and did some indoor riding.
Oh yeah, that's right. You went to Ram Jam.
Nah, B52.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
How was that place?
We'll save that story for the show.
Okay, great. I saw your little case to wall ride thing there. That was slick.
We got it was entertaining weekend for sure.
Hey, entertaining is some guy hit me up on Instagram today asking about riding Supercross because he wants to build a Supercross track. And I said, have you ever been on one? Like, before you go out and spend all this money to actually build one, like, have you been on one? He's like, well, I've done some SJO racing. I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, start with an amateur Supercross, bro. He's like, I like it sketchy. Good luck. So, yeah, I'm not
Wait, I didn't hear who said this. I didn't hear that part.
Some dude hit me up on Instagram. I don't know who it was. Like on my personal
I'm
Instagram. So I wish him luck. This is not talking shit, so don't take it that way if he's listening to this show, because it's not, because I did it without fucking, I shouldn't have been doing it. But yeah,
Justin. Travis, the big Supercross guy, head's gonna blow up.
Oh,
yeah,
asking him about
you know what, man? I'm done trying to figure that whole thing out.
What?
Triple.
I gave him what I felt was fair advice. Look, man, if I could go back, I would have completely redone mine over the summer to an amateur Supercross level to prepare myself to go to Kev's in the fall. Okay, now I didn't do that, and that was a thing. So, all right,
Well, we're sending it like your picks are about to be. I bet you got the most garbage.
Oh, just wait. All right, moving on here. San Diego 250 class here. You boys ready for my Thursday night at 8:34 team here?
I can't wait. Rip it.
I got Caden Amarine at a 12.
Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I have one question. I have one question for you. I have one question for you.
All right, go ahead.
I have one question for you. Okay, so I asked you this at A1. Pick Caden Amarine. You didn't have much information. He's got finally a double-digit number, but not a lot on him throughout, preseason testing or whatever for him getting ready for Supercross. Didn't know.
Yep.
You didn't pick him. He didn't even make the main at A1.
Yep.
And now you're going to pick him.
Yep.
Where I don't understand your logic.
Just let him go, dude. He's not going to pick him. He doesn't have the balls. He's going to change.
Look,
no, man. Like, if he does, cool. I just don't really understand the logic. I don't really get that.
We've moved on. We're in new stadium, new dirt. Weather's supposed to be fine. I heard they scraped the whole floor up after Monster Jam last weekend. Completely redid it. Brought in the new dirt for Supercross. It's going to be a normal SoCal Supercross here. We're good.
Okay. Well, who else you got?
We're good.
You got Stank Dog on there too?
We'll talk.
Go ahead.
We'll talk about that on the main show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Caden Amarine, I got Pierce Brown at a 1. Heard he's 90%, so we're good. I got Mitchell Harrison at a 10. I mean, he just went and got a win there at Arena Cross, so confidence is high. And for my All-Star, I got Mr. 69 himself, Phil Nicoletti at a 7.
Okay.
Phil's top 10 all day long. No problem.
You got, Stub?
2.
Justin.
I understand it.
What? You're breaking up. Hello?
Can you?
Nope.
Hello?
Now I can hear you.
What you got, Walmart
Right,
Internet?
Yeah, Cole's still here.
All right, so I'll go. All right, I'll go since I placed second out of the 3 of us last week. All-Star, I got Max Volan at a 4. I think he's riding a lot of confidence after considering how 2022 Supercross went. He was on, but confident all day. I think at a 4, and that's fine. I have and I can't believe I'm picking this dude, but I'm picking Cole Thompson at a 5. Got 13th last week.
Pick him.
Dude, he got his what?
That's where he's at.
That pick makes more sense. What'd you say, Cole?
He's 10 to 13 almost all the time. So yeah, keep it ripping.
Yeah,
he's on my team.
Yeah,
so,
no, I'm fine with it. The dude, yeah, like you can say all you want about the dude, and he is a dick, but he rarely ever finishes outside the top 15. Yep. But I got him. I'm actually going to be on the Robbie Wageman train because I agree with what Cole said, and I'm sure Travis thought the same thing. His 15th last week was a little uncharacteristic. He looked off. I know Arena Cross didn't go as well for him, but I think Robbie's just too talented of a dude to finish 15th again. I have Styles Robertson at a 0. Same thing. First race back in a while. First race on the Yamaha at a 0, and he's not an all-star. I think 9th last week. I think even if he gets a 9th again, I expect him to do better than that. Yeah, and
Hold on. Breaking news. I just pulled Cade Amorim off my team and put Styles Robertson on there because I did not realize that he was not a all-star. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, that was it. So I have Max Bowen, I have Robbie Wageman, I have Cole Thompson, and who else did I have on there? Oh, was that only picked 3? Yeah, I only picked 3 there. Was that 3 or 4? Shit, now I'm losing track.
You had Styles.
Okay, yeah, so I have Styles. So yeah, I got Bowen, Thompson, Wageman, and Styles. I just, I don't know. I'm the Styles Robertson one. I think that could be a sneaky pick. I think everybody's going to look at that 9th and go, well, he wasn't as good as we thought. Once again, came off an injury, didn't have a whole bunch of time on Supercross on the bike, and his first race on an aluminum frame bike since he rode for Cowie back as an amateur. So I think he's only going to build up. So yeah, that's those are my 4 guys.
All right, Cole, rip it, bro.
All right, Max Bolins is my all-star. I was just watching a video from Issac or whatever, and he was giving Mr. Hampshire all he could handle.
Oh, he was.
To the point where Hampshire had to pull up and out of the way. So,
by the way, that track is wild.
Which one?
Oh, yeah, it took Marv out, by the way.
Hemp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Hemp, yeah.
I got Pierce, hopefully, for my team's sake, not in the brown. Pierce. And, yeah, 1. I think he's top 10 guy. He sneaks podiums in every once in a while. I don't know. He's just kind of a wild card, but he's got the speed and talent, and he's a fucking factory rider. So, on my team. Cole Thompson at a 5. Again, he very rarely finishes outside the top 15.
Pick him.
Say what you want. You can say he's a douche. Cole Thompson.
Yep.
Got a hot chick.
Yeah, you can say he's a douche and all this stuff. So, got him. And then I got Hunter Yoder.
Wow.
Out of 10.
You just orgasmed when you said that, or what?
I don't know. Hey man, look, if Pierce Brown, all those dudes do what they did last week, and then you get a good solid points out of Pierce Brown, that's a pretty fucking good score.
Yeah, Hunter Yoder's at a 10. Yodelay.
What about, can I interest anybody in a Max Sanford at an 11?
Look, dude, I was just about to bring him up, and he is always a wild card for me, but I'm out, dude. He's burned me way too many times.
How about Jerry Robin?
I'm out on that one. The only other 2 guys to look at, boys, is Brandon Ray.
Yep, just looked at him too.
Mr. Slayco at a 14. That's spicy. He was in last week until he tried that dumbass quad. And same with this other guy here. He was in. High Masterpool.
Yep, just was bringing him up too. Can anybody else just not wait till we get to East Coast and I can pick Hardy Munoz because I'm fucking pumped on that.
Jesus.
Dude.
That's about all I got for the 250 class. So
nobody on a Levi Kitchen or an Enzo Lopes.
No, they're all stars.
I mean, I Enzo last week, and
and then this other guy, I took him off my team, and I should have left him with Anthony Rodriguez.
You're making fun. You're making fun of me for Cade Amorim, and you picked A-Rod.
A-Rod, I was gonna pick him last week, and I pulled him, but he would have got me double points. I pulled him off. I didn't end up picking him. A-Rod.
Oh,
dude. Travis, at least A-Rod made the main. Cade Amorim didn't make the main.
I don't give a shit. Everybody was overhyping A-Rod he's been in Brazil riding. Yeah,
what did he get, 14th?
Fuck.
What did he get, 14th?
He didn't do shit, dude. He didn't do shit.
Better than not making the main.
Everybody was hyping him.
Boys.
Ooh.
All right, Cole, move on to 450s here, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's go to 450s because I got a Miller Lite to finish.
Oh, my God.
Okay. I got El Hombre Anderson. Handicap Dale Earnhardt, number 3. I think that he's a top 5 guy all day. Then I've got Christian Craig at a 2. I think that'll be a solid move. I think he should be 10th place at least, right? So Christian Craig with a 2 as long as he doesn't weed his shit in practice. Justin Barsha should be 5th, 6th, 7th place guy, I would think, at a 0. And then if Malcolm Stewart comes out and does what he did at Anaheim on the -1 is no issue at all. So I'm trying to be all 8 guys in the main.
So
that's my team.
I have the exact same team.
Wow. Cool. Well, I definitely don't have the exact same team.
That saves us some time.
I got Dino at a 5, which
Okay.
I thought I would never pick Dino again, but then I've just come to the realization that no matter like
top 15,
same thing like Colt. Well, never compare him and Cole Thompson, but same thing. Like he just rarely is ever outside the top 15. This next one, I'm a little surprised that you didn't pick him, Cole. Colt Nichols at an 8 for my All-Star.
Can't do it.
Why, man?
I think last
Why
year
not?
was a fluke.
Okay, so even if it was a fluke, dude, he was in 9th for like how many fucking minutes before everybody started hitting their shit?
I know. You got Barsha that finished behind him. You got
man, I don't
Craig
give a
that
shit,
finished
dude.
Behind him.
Craig is the only one because I have a Craig, but Barsha, dude, I just don't even care anymore. Barsha's too up and down for me. It is 0 that's spicy without him being an all-star, but still, dude, he could fucking get also DMing.
Okay.
Christian Craig at a 2, I agree. And the only other one is Grant Harlan at 11.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Grant Harlan could make it. And
he saw, well, I mean, dude, he made it into the heat race last.
What about Chiz? What's his health got going on?
He's supposedly okay this week. He had something going on 2 weeks ago, but he
was peeing out of both ends.
yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah. So, what about a Cade Clayson at 12? No, nobody.
This early in the season, I'm still going to stick with my factory boys that should be in the top 10.
You don't want to pick the Hill brothers like a moron or what?
I will pick Justin Hill at a 7.
Not a Josh Hill at a 10?
Now how you can talk
I mean, yeah, actually,
7.
fuck you, Travis. He made a main. Both the Hill brothers made the main.
Yeah, too bad they couldn't do
come
that
on.
last year.
So, suck a pee-pee.
Could have won
Justin Hill also had a stage 4 separated shoulder last year.
Huh?
Just came out violent.
Oh, man. Yeah, amazing. Wow. 8 months later, oh, my shoulder's separated. Nobody gave a fuck last year that your shoulder was separated. You could have just told us, but instead you hit it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second.
Well, anyway, I don't really have anybody else.
Hey, man,
really
if he just keeps
jerking my
making
meat.
mains, he just keeps making mains, and then it'll all be good, and then the conversation will be over with.
Yep. Justin Hill, 250 champ.
Anybody with an FFL?
He was a 250 champ. No.
No FFLs? Nobody for Sexton, Tomac, or Webb
Up
for
into the main?
All-Stars? What?
After all the hype going into A1 and us, a lot of these dudes, and with A1, even though the track was super soft, I think that we had a kind of good look at who a lot of these guys are going to be throughout the year. I can honestly say that I don't think a lot of my picks, unless somebody gets hurt or somebody just pulls something out of their ass, I don't really see a lot of my picks personally being up and down throughout the weeks. I think it's going to be a lot of the same dudes every week.
Yeah.
Next week's a
The
triple.
only deep
dude,
I've got one deep sleeper for you boys.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
And I don't know if he was at Anaheim one. But Chase Marquier?
Marquier was there. I think he was having bike issues, man. He's kind of doing a lot of the shit on his own.
Yeah. So I would look at him and A-Ray. Almost put her in the main, boys.
Almost.
A-Ray just needs to make main so he can make money.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
that's all I got, boys.
Yeah, I don't really have anything
Not a
else
Thurn
either.
Kerman?
No.
No Thurn Kerman?
No, I want my number back.
Friend of the show, Kevin.
Oh, God. Yeah,
friend,
you should.
friend of the show, Kevin Moran's at 12.
I will look at him.
Look, Kev is so it's hard for me to pick Kev because we all know that he's not a guy that puts some one lap heaters in. But because, and this is not a shot at him, I think he even knows this, at least in Supercross, he is always so far off in qualifying most of the time
Yeah.
that it makes me always believe he's either dealing with bike issues. Most of the time, it's obviously going to be chassis shit, or he's got something mentally going on because we know how all the shit he's trying to do. So like when he goes and qualifies 27th in practice, I know that more than likely he's going to make the main, but I always, for whatever reason, tend to doubt him because, dude, he's so far off in practice. And I know that that's, once again, he's not a guy that puts in heaters, but you know what I'm saying? It's really hard when you're fucking 2 seconds off of the 18th place guy.
Yep.
I got you.
100%. So, all right.
But I think you will make the main again. More
Miller
likely.
Knight, boys.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
cool.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to do it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Main show coming out on Tuesday to wrap up San Diego. We have our West Coast contributor, Issac Gonzales, going to come on. He's going to be at the race this weekend. Hopefully we'll get Kev on. Coach, we had to Ixnay. He's got plans since we have to do the show earlier.
Hey, can we get Kessler on? I want to talk about his new sponsor.
Maybe I can text him this week and see if he wants to come on and kind of talk about his program a little bit here next week. So yeah,
cool.
we can do some stuff like that. So all right, well, thanks boys. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Links in the description below to all the sponsors and stuff. Join the league, and we'll be back next week for another fantasy show. Later.
See you, bitches.